Welcome back to my channel. US market open. I thought I'd do a stream around the US open markets area to see what the S&P 500 is going to do today. Please smash that like button, subscribe, hit notification bell if you are liking this content. Do have some trade setups that look quite good today. Have a little look at them and see what you think. If you want to join in, you can, but remember it's high risk putting your money on bets like this and leverage particularly. And I'm also going to share that I have opened trade today. I did close it the other day, but I've reopened it. I'm going to explain to you why later on in the show. Right, so we are 4 minutes from the US Open at the moment. The US 500 is sitting around 5895. That's 5896. You can see it's moving, but obviously the US doesn't actually open for another 3 more minutes. How crazy is that? Let's have a little look and see how the FTSE 100 is doing today. Let's have a little look while we are waiting. Put on the hourly chart. It's taking so long to. This is terrible. Why is it taking so long to? Am I going to have to? This is terrible. You're embarrassing me, computer. Absolutely embarrassing me. Let's have a little look, see how the USD Japanese yen is doing. As you probably have found out, the Hong Kong. US Hong Kong has gone down massively. I'm not going to show you if that's going to happen, and it's likely that Japan will end up down here at some point. The only thing that might slow it down is the fact that the stochastic RSI is turning up, but even though it's turning up, the weekly candle, it's still red. Right, let's see if this is loaded now. It's NVIDIA. Come on, load for me. Why is this letting me down? Yeah, I'm going to have to reload you, aren't I? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, that's the weekly. Look, it's coming up to resistance still. See if the hour. Yes, there we go. The hour has loaded. There we are. So on the hourly chart, so the UK opened around this time. Started off red, 3 greens, and then a red at the moment. As you can see, the stochastic RSI is at the top here on the hourly chart, so it could retrace down. Does have this gap here, which you need to keep an eye on the hourly. It could retrace down here. Oh, hello, I wanted this, thank you. Could retrace down here before it comes back up again. Or likelihood is it most likely will come down. Right, US is about to open. Let's see what it does. I'm going to put it on the 10-minute chart. So we call it the intraday chart. Intraday chart, yes. What a time. Go. Pre-market is green at the moment. Let's see what it does. 30 seconds to go. See, the NVIDIA pre-market is down. Let's see what the US 500 does. Because remember, the US 500 can also have an influence on BTC. Funny enough. Nine seconds to go. Let's see what it does. Because at the moment, as you can see, it has been trailing down. Here we are. Right. So what they're doing, they're pumping for now. Stochastic RSI has bottomed today. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's a nice little pumpy candle. So the US is opening on the up. How is that going to affect Bitcoin? Is it going to give Bitcoin the push it needs to push up, to take that liquidity sitting above, to build more liquidity? That's the whole point of it. Right, so we've got a green on the front. Open. We will come back to that in a minute. Bitcoin, this is obviously, you can see my lovely little weekly chart here. I'm going to just quickly fold this over to the Binance chart. If it will let me. Come on. Oh, this is really annoying me. Why are you taking so long? Well, that decides to move over or not. That's really annoying. Right, NVIDIA, what's NVIDIA doing? So NVIDIA is holding true. It's the weekly. What's it doing on the 10-minute chart? Green. Green, probably because, it's just filling that gap there. Let's see what NVIDIA does. Nice green. Following in Daddy's footsteps. Let's move it back to the day. Still looking for it to find its way up here. There is this gap to fill here. Might not fill it straight away. Might take a bit of time. On a daily, the stochastic RSI at the top could roll over. I still believe, as it's gone past all of these here, it is going to print a higher. It's obviously printed a higher high here on the daily. I think it probably will retest the zone again and come back down. Would I long it from here? Not at the moment, no. I'm going to wait for my levels and be patient because that's how we win. FTSE 100 looks like it's going to go back up. It's pushing up a little bit more. US 500, look at that 10-minute candle. So far, a nice little green. If it gets above this level here, and it could print a higher high, and this will be a higher low, which could show a reversal on the day. Okay. Levels it could go. You can see the top of this level here. Could go up there again. We shall see. Let's have a look on the daily. Yeah, it still could find its way up here, like I said. Just got to keep an eye on that. Towards the end of the week, I reckon it will either find its way back up here or it will start to roll over. We will find out, because it's had 2 red days. So this is today. Monday was green. Red day. This could be a day red day. Who knows? We'll see how it goes, because it doesn't always continue in the same direction when it first opens. You have to remember that. Right, BDC. No, you don't want to play ball. I have to refresh it, aren't I? Oh, I hate this. So annoying. We are refreshed. In 1 hour, as you can see, it's green. Let's have a look at the 10-minute. Give us a 10-minute since the market open. Green, exactly the same as the S&P 500. They do work in unison with one another. Let's bring it back to my weekly chart so you can see what's going on here. Right, let's move on. NVIDIA started to make its way up to the area of my area of interest. Anywhere between 143, 149 to 153 have been my areas of shorting. Let's check out palladium. Nice little bullish move there. I'm on a long palladium, remember that. See how China Automotive Systems started off quite well. Why is that stuck? That should not just be Monday. Oh, that's a weekly. Still a nice weekly candle. Happy days. US 10-year yield going up. So with a 10-year yield, when that market goes up, that means debt becomes cheaper, which means there's more buying power on UK government bonds. So as that's going up, it means people are buying more. Weirdly, I know it doesn't make any sense to you because interest rates look like it's increasing, yeah, but people spend more. Don't ask me why, but that's just sort of how it goes. Right, so some things I wanted to show you today. Have a look at this. This is Quantum Computing Incorporated on the NASDAQ. At the moment, on the day, it is on its way down. So this is an area of interest. Here is a gap to fill. A little green circle here. It could come down and hit this. I was looking at this yesterday before I done my stream, and I didn't execute because I was thinking it could come and fill this gap first, but it might come down for the smaller gap and then work its way up. Keep an eye on this one. this would be a great short if this rolls over and this gets to our level. So keep an eye on this one. This is QUBT, Quantum Computing Incorporated. Some quantum stuff, some technology stuff as well. Rigetti Computing, another one. It's here, it's sitting against a resistance level here. And there's your gap from here. Didn't quite fill it from $16 to $17.50. Didn't quite hit it. So I'm looking at this level for a nice, beautiful short, which will sit nicely with this, which if we scroll back to here, as you can tell, only come out in 2021. This is the all-time high here. But I've got a feeling it will most likely close this gap first and then come back down again. Just one to keep an eye on for a trade over the next week or so. I wouldn't say straight away. Now, this is D-Wave Quantum Incorporated. Look at this gap. Now, at the moment, this is one you definitely need to keep an eye on, because if you scroll out, it's hit a new all-time high, and so far it's starting to dive. Now, this is D-Wave Quantum, which is QBTS. Beautiful. So if I go onto my trading account, which is this one, QBTS, I've already got it ready. I was going to see what it does. And I'm liking the look of this. Could be a nice sell if I've got enough money to throw at it. Probably not. Let's see. No, I don't have enough money to throw at it. One pound margin. I've got stuff riding and everything else. But I think this is probably worth maximum 0. Yeah, can't. No, won't let me do it. But this would be a good short, I would say. If you want to go for it, then, you know, by all means, give it a go. I think this could come back down, close this gap. You'll be looking at levels we're sitting on now to at least 200% on a 10x leverage. You're able to do it. Let me put my short position in. Say we got it about here. Stop loss there. Down to at least here. Keep an eye on that and see what happens. I'm not telling you to trade it. You have to understand it's something you need to watch is these levels. I'm going to put that in there to see what happens. I was willing to bank to throw away a pound on it. Don't do it. I'm not asking you to. This is just ideas of trades that I would likely put in if I had money in there, because I literally just took out a trade, which has taken that extra bit of money off of there. But this will be one to watch. Another one is Robinhood. It's sitting up here against some levels here, which is a resistance level. Should really put these as a red. So it's here, it's knocking on the door. Could it reach up to $66? If it does, I would love to give this one a nice short. It's had a good 1, 2, 3 rises on the daily. This is one to look out for. This is hitting all-time highs, almost. Yeah, because there's a nice wick here from an all-time high back in 2021. So Robinhood is one to look at. It's coming up to the levels. It's got plenty of daily gaps down here. Plenty of daily gaps. You could get a decent run. Say if you've got a trade up here, you've got a gap to fill here. That's a nice 250% on a 10x leverage. Keep an eye on that. And these levels here. Definitely one to watch. That in red. Keep an eye on that Robinhood. What else there's to look out for is Target Corporation. Target Corporation, now, it's been coming down quite a lot over the, well, since last high, proper high, which was 2nd of April, and it's coming down to these support levels here. But to be fair, this could be a mini support, but I'd be more interested in longing it from these levels down here. Why? Why, you ask me? Because if you go further back, this is a gap. There's a gap here. That's why. And that has not yet been filled. So that's why I'm looking at these levels on Target Corporation. Looking at a nice long to go with this one. So these levels down here is what we're looking at. You can mark these levels. There's a gap here that's already created on today. It's already doing a dump here. It could come down to these levels. That's why I'd be interested in taking a trade on the long. So look out for this one, Target Corporation. Now, the trade I took out today is silver. Why? Well, silver has knocked on this door here a couple of times, at 34.88, and silver could start to move like palladium. Think about commodities and gold and platinum and stuff like that. They're valuable assets. This could pump up as far as $49 an ounce, which is a previous all-time high. So these are the levels we're looking out for. So I've opened this long today. I did have open a long a while ago. Excuse me, I did close it, but I've reopened it again because I'm thinking, well, gold is going crazy. Palladium's starting to pick up. Silver is likely to follow. Getting bullish on all of these. Gold has just been mental. Gold will filter into silver, into palladium, and that's how money works. It filters around each other. It just moves around. You have to remember that. That's what they do. All right. So this is the levels we're looking at. Level number 1, you could take profits around here. And this is the ultimate level. No, sorry, that's not the ultimate level. That will be level 2 to take profits. And this will be level 3 to take profits. Does that make sense? So if you want to have a look at that trade running at the moment, and here they are. Oh, I so wanted to put you in. I really did. But here it is. It's down by 13 cents. That's fine. You can see the other trades at USD Japanese yen. I'm up £11. China Automotive Systems, I'm also up £14. Haven't really moved that much. As you can see, I've put my TP here for the China Automotive at $5. Probably asking me why am I done that on there, because I'm now looking at ultimately this level here. Basically, if it hits here, I'm happy to take profits. I'd be happy to re-enter because it's pretty much free money as far as I'm concerned. But this is quite a big resistance level, so I will take profits here. Could bounce back down, re-enter, do it again, see how it reacts, take profits again, and vice versa. The ultimate level I'm looking at on China Automotives is up around the $9.60 region. So back to silver. This is my targets on silver. All right, what else is there? Just last thing to mention is oil. Now, there's some stuff going on in the world with regards to Iran and worries about oil production and selling. So the value of oil is likely to increase because of that fact. Okay, the weekly stochastic RSI crossed up here, and look, we've had 1, 2. It's likely to be the third week of movement. Sorry. So it is likely to retest these levels up here. So if you did want to take a long on oil, see how this week's reacts and see if it gets above this level here and doesn't get bounced off, then it could be a nice decent long, which could take you up to these levels. That's another 200% on a 10x leverage. Happy days. Obviously, these are high risk assets. Do your research, check it out yourself just to make sure you're happy. I don't know why this keeps doing that. It's so annoying. Go away. Let's refresh this page. It's done it on me again. Did have to be earlier. I had the page ready, and then it decided to die on me. Have I lost your interest yet? Are you still in the room? There we go. 96%. Remember earlier today, that was 36%. It's now having a nice push. Now, I was going to talk about how I'm trading. I'm trading using 2 indicators, which is the higher low, lower low, and also an indicator thanks to one of the greatest traders of all time. But you'd only be able to get that if you follow his channel. and it go basics on moving averages, which is this purple and yellow line. So as long as it breaks below, I'll take the short, as long as it doesn't have 3 of these. If it has 3 of these, then I'm not going to take it. Okay. If you look back here, I took the short because I had 1, 2, 3. So I took the short around here. It looked like it was going to bounce off the indicator, and it re-entered here. So it gave me a re-entry up here, an average entry up here, and I closed out here because I had 1, 2, 3 high, low, high, high, low, low, high, low come into play, and that's why I kept my long run in. My strategy is I will trade 1 to 2% of the funds at any one time, and I will add to it if it gets to a movement of 10% away from me. As you can see here, there's a set around 10%. It would have re-added on here, which would brought my average entry down here. Okay, it didn't hit that, it's continued, and I will only close if I get 3 reds and we are in the green. I will take that profit. I don't care what the profit is, how much it's worth. That's how I'm going to work it. Okay, so that's pretty much how I do it. It's so simple. You don't need this indicator. You can use one that is free, and I will show that to you at a later show if you so wish, once I get enough viewers. That is. Market investors flock to equity funds that exclude US after Trump's return to power. Again, you can't really listen to the news. It's all there to scare you, to worry you, to make you sell your money to the big people and the market makers. Another one, Japan's long-term borrowing costs hit record high on demand fears. Again, it's trying to fear you out of the market. At the end of the day, there's a big issue with the US dollar at the moment because of all the tariffs that he is putting on. It's not particularly bullish. The Asia market is really starting to come to fruition. That is why I took out the US Japanese short. Oh, sorry, that's the. I was looking at it going, that's not the one. Here we are. Oh, don't do that. Go away. Short come down to these levels. Ultimately, I'm looking at this level here, absolutely, to take some money. But I'll be watching this level here because this will be 1, 2, 3, be the 4th touch, which could go down. It's done a 1, 2, and now we're back to a red. So we'll see how it goes. It doesn't quite work on the weekly or daily, the higher low, lower low kind of thing. It works really well on the hour for now. All right, I think that's it. I will leave it there. I hope I haven't lost you in translation. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is pushing up. Bitcoin is pushing up. It's going to take this money and make it and increase it, I reckon, just like I think it will probably by end of the week top off about 112 maybe. We shall see. It could go higher than that, who knows, but they do tend to like to do things in sequence, so we'll see what it does when it reaches these levels, which I think it probably will do at weekend. So we shall see. All right, keep an eye on that. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Please leave a like and a comment. Anything you'd like me to do for you at the next one, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next channel, the next stream. Don't know when that will be. Maybe tomorrow, as I've got a week off my normal work. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next show. Bye.